I don't have the skills. I did not have the skills to bring the tears. So we were in the juke joint. I remember seeing some salt. I remember taking salt in my hand and trying to put a salt in my eye.
Doesn't pepper work better?
It does. There was no pepper. But I was thinking, so I didn't know how to do that. That night, I was in my motel room. We all were in this motel in North Carolina, Monroe, North Carolina. The late Adolph Caesar. And I was crying against the wall. Just crying, sobbing, because I couldn't cry when Stephen had asked me to cry. And Adolph Caesar came over came over and knocked on the door and said, "What's all this goddamn noise?" And I said, "Steven Spielberg asked me to cry, and I know he's gonna throw me out of the movie now, because the first day I walked in, first scene is mine in the juke joint. Mm-hmm. I walk in, I don't know anything about a movie, and I have the guy who's playing my boyfriend, who's a boxer. He's never been in a movie. And he literally said to me, John, before we went on, he said, "Who is this Spielberg dude?" I said, "He's the director." He goes, "Everybody's falling all down over this Spielberg dude. Who's this Spielberg dude?" And I said, he's the director. I said, Jaws and E.T. He goes, "Who you playing E.T.?" True story. So that's who I'm doing my first scene with. First day, first scene, my friends. I walk into the juke joint because I've been in TV since I was 19. I walk in and I'm looking directly in the camera. And I say, "How you doing, Miss Seeley?" And then I hear Alan Davio say, "Cut, cut." And then Stephen comes out, he goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I was just saying my lines." He goes, "Why are you looking in the camera?" And I said, "Where am I supposed to look?" I thought that's where you're supposed to look, because all my life, that's what you've been doing. He goes, "You were talking to Miss Seeley, so looking at Miss Seeley." So, I mean, basic. So I thought, that's the first mistake I made the first day. And then when he'd asked me to cry, I thought, okay, now they're going to find somebody else.